Give you guys a look at what we're packing here. So we got a North Face one-man tent. We don't have the original bag for it, but it actually works out better. I got it in 2 barrels rolled up into this Sea to Summit. I think it's a 13-liter dry bag. So that's in there, working really well. Keep it dry at the very least. Not in a dry bag, but in just a standard compression sack. I got my sleeping bag. This is a bit bigger than it needs to be. The sleeping bag can compress probably to about half this size, but I couldn't find a small enough one for sale in town, unfortunately, so that's what we're going with. I'm just gonna put it like right down in the very bottom of the case with the dry bag on top of it. I'm gonna put probably a pair of shoes in here as well if I can manage it, ideally. But yeah, all this stuff just packs right into these side cases really nicely. Just try not to. The only issue I have with these is they got a lot of sharp hardware in there that I would fear have the potential to penetrate a dry bag. But yeah, I'm gonna try and like squeeze a pair of shoes down in this area. Worst case scenario, I'll put them in the seat bag here, which by the way is a snowmobile under seat bag from my old RMK that I've just flipped upside down and zip tied to the mounting brackets for the side cases. Just working good. Up here we're gonna have a lot of like our kind of like odds and ends, just like common use stuff. A pair of flip-flops. Actually, I might jam the flip-flops down the side here now that I think about it. But we're gonna put all our straps, extra straps that we're not using in the bags, just quick ready to go stuff. And the camera gear is the big one up here. So gonna be a lot of camera gear. That's just a Pelican case that is bolted to the rear rack there. And on the other side, this might be the one that's probably more conducive to getting shoes in, but we got one kind of little like packing cube here. Let's see if I can get this open with one hand because it's kind of loose. Stand by. There we go. And okay, perfect. So this is like the camp cooking stuff. So we got right here this awesome, basically it's just a tube, steel or aluminum, stainless steel I think it is, tube that basically has the makings of a portable camp grill. So if you want to just make a fire and not cook over like a jet boil or something like that, you can go ahead and use that. Some utensils, it's basically just a steel fork, spoon, knife combo set. Some can openers and stuff on the ends of them, etc., etc. Dish soap for cleaning things. This little like just a steel camp stove set. It all kind of like packs into each other. So you got a fry pan and just like a pot kind of thing. Got our jet boil. I'm not gonna pull it all out because it's a bit of a pain to pack, but jet boil is in here, burner and everything. As you saw, the fuel I'm keeping in the top case just because, you know, fuel. And then of course just a nice good knife, which I probably might even pull out and put in the top case for like quick daily use, you know, for when you gotta knife people. Yeah, that never happens. So yeah, it all fits in these, like, it's like a little small just pop-up packing cube, and all the kitchen stuff fits in there perfectly. I actually have a second one. I'm trying to keep the phone between my neck and chest here. Chin and chest, sorry. So yeah, that just worked perfect. I got a second one that I'm gonna try and like actually get all the clothes I'm taking on the trip into. It's gonna be packing pretty light, I think, for the most part. Yeah, gear, I'm just riding this like kind of street bike stuff from my days on that thing. I usually just ride in jeans or like Carhartts or something like that. But for this trip, I've ordered some actual adventure gear, but it hasn't come yet, and the shipping is not looking good. It's coming from overseas, unfortunately. And then where's the last little bit of camp comfort? So we got our, actually I put that case cover on. This one bent because I dropped the bike, because I do that a lot. I have dropped this bike probably 20 times stationary and never when moving. So if that's any indication of my ability to balance 600 and some pounds of bike gear, fluids and everything. So that's just gonna sit right there. It's gonna be like my little dry sack. There's some people are probably gonna complain about there being some wind resistance added to that side. I'm alright with that. I don't plan on riding without hands on the bars at all times. I will take this whole rig for a test ride in the coming weeks before the trip and make sure everything's kosher. If not, I'll just strap this onto the seat behind my up on my pillion seat here, strap it to the back bag there, and call it a day. Bonus, this back bag will hold an entire 8-pack of beer for your camping afterwards, which is awesome. Well, that's it for in here so far for the packing. Hopefully this makes it into the final cut, but I'll just take a quick look back at the fleet. I was originally going to do it on that one, but yeah, change of plans, and the big bike is going to be the one to do it. Anyways, guys, take it easy.